I love the teamwork and the game, and I'm in a baseball family, so my dad played and my two brothers played. What I liked about the team aspect was the great bonding and the great brotherhood in baseball. Well, when I'm off the field, wasn't very talkative, and so the shyness was like I barely talked, and I couldn't talk to people that didn't know and start conversations. The field felt like home because I blocked out all the noise, and I was focused into the batter and to the ball. And so sometimes it like helps me to like breathe and relax while I'm in my head or in my own zone.
The team sports require a lot of communication. You got to be able to communicate. If you're a baseball player, you got to be able to communicate with your coach, with your pitcher, with your team in general. And I think for a lot of shyer people, when they struggle communicating with people in school, usually on the field is a place where it's like you almost kind of have to. You almost kind of have to communicate, and so it kind of pushes people outside the comfort zone. And learning how to do that in a way that is effective, I think you learn a lot about which ways are effective in communicating, which ways are not effective, and a lot of times you can apply that to interactions with people in the world.
When I was on JV, there was a season where I didn't have very much hits, and so I needed to get better and practice more in order to make varsity. The first time I came in the PFP was so I could get bigger and stronger and break out my shell of not being confident in myself. And so the coaches here helped me get out of my shell and helped me be confident in myself.
So yeah, PFP is one of those places where the shyest of athletes learn to find their voice. I think a lot of times people will come in and everybody's always super nervous at first, but then a lot of times you start connecting with certain coaches, you connect with certain other athletes and stuff. And I think that's one thing I recognize with Collin is Collin kind of found his community here. He built relationships with just coaches. He had friends that he had coming in here, so he always knew coming to PFP was almost kind of that safe space, where it can be harder to communicate, feel that free and feel this open at school. But PFP is one of those environments where over time you start to realize, oh, this is a safe place. This is a place where I can be myself, be who I am, and not feel like I have to put on a facade for other people.
PFP helps me in my routine and structure because I bond with some of the athletes and the coaches.
One of the things we try and do is get athletes connected. One thing we're really big on at PFP is just community. And so, especially in today's day and age where a lot of athletes struggle with communicating with people their own age, especially people outside of their friend groups. And so one thing we try and do is try and find the people who, I guess, almost have the most in common, or maybe they play the same sport, or they go to different schools, but maybe don't know each other. You'd be surprised how many people go to the same school, but they're like, I don't know who that is. And so it's an easy way to connect with, get them connected. And so with Collin, it's who are the people that we find relate to him the most, and get them connected. And a lot of times you'll see that friendships will blossom because they share the same strengths or they share the same struggles.
Doubling the penny is like time, and you need to be patient with that time. So like if you're like anxious about like getting bigger and stronger and not wanting to wait about that certain goal, you just have to take your time and be patient until you get those results.
So we do a motivational message here at PFP about a penny that doubles every day for 30 days. And so what we do is we ask the guests, like, okay, would you rather have $1 million right now, or would you rather have a penny that doubles every day for 30 days? And most people say $1 million. People want the money now. They want right here, right now. But what they don't realize is the penny that doubles every day for 30 days ends up being $5.3 million. And so we tie that into a lot of times we want instant gratification. We want results quickly when we want things to happen fast. Whereas the consistency of the penny over the course of time ends up giving more value than the instant gratification of the $1 million now. And so we try and tie that into just patience and consistency. I think consistency, one of the biggest things, consistency and constantly putting in time and putting in that little investment every single day will ultimately get you the greater result down the road.
I am very more talkative than I was when I started, and I'm breaking that shell and didn't care what other people think or didn't care if people judged me. I just locked into the lifting and sprinting and just trying to get bigger and stronger.
No, I'm very proud of Collin's growth. Like I said, I've known him since he was really young, and so just seeing how kind of shy he used to be, how quiet, how kind of reserved he used to be, to how more open and outspoken and kind of the leader he's become. One thing I truly noticed about him is how he really sets an example for a lot of the other athletes that he works with. I can always rely on him to do his work, and I can always rely on him to help others if others need help. Taking initiative and just being open to communicating with other people, and just how much when he walks in the doors, he always has a smile on his face, and he's talkative and just expresses a sense of joy. And I remember just seeing it's just a big difference from when I saw him when he was 8 years old to where he is now.
Don't let other people judge you. Just lock into what you are doing and achieve those goals that you want to do.